But I'm still irritated by it because my hip still hurts.
So question. I know we've seen some of the All-Stars 4 spoilers, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we want to talk about it? I want to talk
People
about it.
might get upset because they're like, oh, spoilers.
Listen, every year, and usually not on purpose, I spoil somebody accidentally. And they always bitch about it on fucking Twitter or IG. And I make a concerted effort not to spoil it for other people. I remember there was a time I used to watch the challenge and not be spoiled. And then I discovered Challenge Twitter. And it was just like, you know what? If you're going to be on this thing, you're going to get spoiled. So
just deal with it, yeah.
So how about this? We'll close out the episode, give it like 30 seconds, and then we'll talk about it. So nobody will
We'll do like a spoiler warning. We'll be like,
well, this is a spoiler warning. Listen, after we close out the episode, we're going to go on for a couple of minutes to talk about All-Stars 4 spoilers and rumors. If you don't want to listen, then don't. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
I mean, we're not going to talk about who's gone home or anything, but just like some of the drama, I'm guessing.
I'm looking at who.
Nah, we can talk about all that shit. Real quick, Tom Brady retired today.
For the next 10 minutes?
He's not coming back. Done. That man has lost his whole family to not even make the playoffs in Tampa Bay.
Dude, this guy literally went out and said he didn't care. He said he did not care. He would have done it anyway.
Listen, does it surprise you guys that his ex-wife Giselle is actually worth more than him and makes more money?
No.
And is more popular than him worldwide?
It's fucking Giselle Bundchen.
They both got money that set them for life, so it don't really matter.
I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not trying. This is just my opinion. I'm not trying to pit women against women, but Zendaya would smoke the fucking boots over Giselle any day of the week, twice or Sunday.
Oh my God. Zendaya is just gorgeous.
What'd you say?
They both look alike. Why do you think he chose her that he favors Giselle?
Why does that do with Zendaya? Zendaya's not with Tom Brady.
Nor do Giselle and Zendaya look anything alike.
Like what?
Well, excuse me.
Yo, what's going on?
You even know who we're talking about?
Time out. Yo.
No, I'm confused.
Are you okay?
I don't know who y'all talking about now.
You good?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm good.
Zendaya, the one from Spider-Man? The one who's dating Tom Holland?
Oh, God. I can't believe she ended up with a guy so short. I mean, God, short people are just winning this year. 23 is your year. You short kings shine on.
Okay, you know what? He had her the minute. Have you seen his lip sync battle where he did the Rihanna song? Look at the lip sync battle.
What's the fuck is a lip sync? I can kind of deduce. No.
LL Cool J and
stop. I don't even.
They host a show called Lip Sync Battle.
Is she still going?
Yes, I'm still going. I don't give a fuck.
I do not care, and I'm not going to watch it. Okay, Tom Brady's on the way.
Zendaya's on it though.
Rob, Sean Payton's going to Denver, which we all knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read. So, I have no fucks about any of this conversation.
I'm not surprised. I knew he was going to wind up somewhere.
I thought Denver was going to be a likely landing spot for him.
That makes sense. I mean, it's a pretty beautiful city, so very laid back.
Wait, Denver's a beautiful city?
Yeah.
Denver's
Do you think they're going to trade Aaron Rodgers? I think they should.
Aaron Rodgers not playing. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Know. He would not be playing for Green Bay next year. He'll be on the Jets.
You think so?
I'm going to laugh at that because
if he ends up on the Jets, I'm going to laugh.
I'm laughing too because guess who else went to the Jets right after he left Green Bay? I'm done.
I don't know. Some other asshole, I'm guessing.
Brett Favre?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah.
Well,
he'll do
one year. Always end up on the Vikings.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
And really follow Brett Favre's career path.
He's going to end up on the Jets for a year, and then he's going to Minnesota. So he could bring as much pain as possible to Green Bay. Because that's the kind of man he is.
I'm hollering.
All right, so enough about sports. What about you guys? How was your guys this week?
I fell and busted my ass this week. That's about all.
But we kind of all felt like you had it coming, you know?
Wow.
Almost like the universe would just get some get back.
What
did I do to the universe?
I don't know. You've been breaking hearts for years.
Breaking hearts from who? I act actively avoid hearts. Get out of here.
What about you, Rob? Did you bust your ass this week?
I almost got hurt, but luckily I didn't have any flashbacks. So I'm alive. I'm breathing. I know that. So I decided to go to a different YMCA, and they had a weird bench that I wasn't normally used to. So I almost
You
dropped
work out
200.
at the
Yeah,
Y?
after WAC, because of my daughter, I got her involved with basketball now. So plus the gym that I'm currently at had pissed me off. So I may end up
What did they do to
dropping it.
piss you off?
They changing too much stuff. I've been there for 11 years, and I'm just like, look, I've been here for 11 years. I ain't got time. I don't need the gym. You need me. So if you want me to stay here, you gonna keep my price the same, or I'm walking. Simple as that.
Okay.
So
Interesting enough, I didn't get into anything interesting this week. I've been
you ain't get into no women, man.
Didn't you have a
get into no
date?
women. Oh, snap! What happened to
Huh?
the date? You gotta tell me what happened to the date, brother. Did you
Didn't
smash?
you have a date?
Which one?
What? The one on
Last
Friday.
week?
Listen, I'm single and like dating a lot, so you got to be a little bit.
I-
Well, you
I'm not-
said that
I'm
the
not doing
one
all
date
that,
didn't
though.
work because chick had other stuff happen, and then you had
Yeah.
another date lined up for the next Friday.
Yeah, that worked.
That worked.
Well, the way you said that,
did
that
you
didn't
knock
sound
it
like it
down?
worked.
Huh?
Did you knock it down?
I mean,
Did you
you
knock
know,
it down?
you
Oh,
There's like no excitement there.
Well, he
I mean, if
knocked
you
it
think you
down,
would
so
knock
that's
it down, you'd be
exciting.
happier about it.
No.
It was cool. It was, you know,
It was a thing you did.
it was cool. I don't think we're gonna do it again.
Oh,
Listen, all right. I don't
hopefully
mind.
they don't know about the podcast to hear about that.
Right.
No, of course. Anytime people ask me about the podcast in real life, I'm like, hey, so who's your favorite person on the challenge? I go, the challenge? I'm like, you don't need to listen to the podcast. There's nothing there for you. No, for real though. If you don't watch the challenge, just isn't. I mean, 'cause people all the time
Right,
like,
it's not.
oh wow, you're on YouTube. Hey,
Yep.
send me your YouTube link. I'm like, who's your favorite challenge competitor? Huh? Don't
No.
worry about it. I appreciate the support, but this
Right.
isn't for you.
You right.
Okay, let me get into it.
It's such a niche group, I'll be
It is.
honest.
And
It's
it's-
an amazing niche group, and we love you
Exactly.
guys, but
Right.
niche.
So, I mean, I don't want to get into too many details. I don't mind doing the work and laying it down. It's what I do.
Doing
but,
the work, laying it down. I love it.
Do something besides scream. You know, do something.
Oh no.
Anything.
Oh,
Case,
Yeah.
no. Really?
I'm hollering.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
I'm hollering.
There was nothing?
Yeah,
Just like-
yeah, just
Oh, okay. No, I understand why there's no second time.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Why
Hi,
would
Kat.
yeah, exactly. Why would I have a gym if I want to work out, so
If you want to do all the work, you might as well.
which
Right.
which I don't mind, but it has to be you know, some give and go.
Yeah.
And granted, it's a very big compliment to me to know that, like, oh, I got it like that. That's cool.
Right.
But at the
I
same
mean,
time,
Well, here's the thing, hun. How much is real and how much is not so real? I'll be honest. Like when they're sitting around like a limp noodle.
listen, and I'm not shallow or anything, but physical compatibility does matter.
Yes, it does.
It does. And I just leave it at that. But nice person and all, but
She has a great
See ya.
personality.
I say, see you. Wouldn't want to be you.
I'm just looking.
Say,
Just looking. Anyway,
She's a 7, like me.
moving on. Moving on.
Had to sneak it in there.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this episode in. All right. What's really good, pot stirrers? Welcome to another episode of Love, War, Challenges. I am MTV Malik. He is Robert Stewart Jr. She is Becky at Gift Master Bex. What's really good? Gang. And for all the gangs out there, big shout out to all of you guys. I know you guys listen. We see all the messages. Don't respond as much as we should, but we see them all, and I love you guys for all that. But today,
Thank you to the person who corrected me. It was not Horacio and Olivia who won the first one. It was Raven and her partner.
Damn, Raven and that guy she was with.
I don't remember his name.
Johnny Middlebrook.
Johnny.
No, it's funny you say that because I was watching the final and there's the part that got to the tires and somebody grabbed Kayla and Sam's tire. I was like, holy shit, I totally forgot they were even there.
I forgot Turbo was there.
Right, everybody forgot Turbo was there.
That's what happens when you're 17 episodes in. I mean, think about it, what it was like for them. Moving on, as soon as we get to the house, the A block is mainly everybody celebrating making the final. That's going to be Devin and Tori, Horacio, Olivia, Johnny and Nani, and Jordan and Anissa. They're all celebrating. Now, not taking into account anything we've seen later on in this episode, at the very beginning, off the top of your head, where do you place these finalists? How do you think they're going to finish?
It's a toss-up for me of Nani and Bananas and well, I'll give it to
Jordan
Tori and Devin. No.
Tori and Devin?
I would honestly say Tori and Devin. I'm giving Devin a lot more credit than I have in the past. And he acknowledged that he lost the final last time because he wasn't able to climb a mountain fast enough, which is something that I said over and over again and got shit on by people because everyone wanted to blame his partner, she who shan't be named. But but he has openly stated that that's his downfall. I feel like he's really worked on it. Devin's one of those people who he reminds me a lot of a less athletic Wes, who he studies this game. He knows where his weaknesses are. He knows where he needs to improve. Whether or not he can excel to them because of his lack of athleticism. He's not as athletic. I'm not going to say he's completely unathletic, but he's just not as. So I'm going to give it Devin and Tori, Johnny Bananas, and Nani, Horacio and Olivia, and then Jordan and Anissa.
All right, Rob, where do you place these 4 teams?
You know, it took me a minute to kind of, after contemplating, because I already knew who won going into this season. And I see who won, the way they won, and how they won. I see why they won. But if I didn't know who actually won this season before the end is actually revealed, I would go for Johnny Bananas and Nani, because I'm not betting against a 7-time champion. Okay, you can't do that. But you can't give it the fact that Devin and Tori is right on their heels. I think that they have a strong possibility of winning it, but it's anybody's game at this point. But if I have to choose, I'm choosing Bananas and Nani, Devin and Tori coming second, Horacio and Olivia I would have had came in the third, and last I would have had Jordan and Denise.
Okay, so we all kind of feel the same way about it. This is kind of Bananas and Nani's finals to lose. I think we all got Jordan and Anissa at last place. For me, the Devin and Tori and Horacio and Olivia is more of a toss-up. Even though I would really kind of have to give that to Devin and Tori just off the experience factor alone. So everybody's celebrating going to the final. Bananas actually gives a pretty good toast. I thought TJ arrives, he tells everybody it's going to be a 100-hour final, which basically comes down to about 4 days that we're going to get over the next 3 episodes. 100 hours. Now, once again, staying in this A block, when you hear that, do you think that this is the kind of final that can stand up to something like the War of the Worlds final? Like off the top of your head, did it give you that feeling?
I mean, it better. I don't know if it's 100 hours because it can't do the physical, the physicality as it was, depending on where they're at location-wise. So I think that's kind of put into play because they were in a desert in War of the Worlds versus this is a completely different environment. I mean, these things are always about endurance, long-term, and obviously the checkpoints are always a kind of who's of kind of the jack of all trades are really going to come to play there. But no, I think it's just going to be about the same. It just really depends. I still got to see more of the final. What we saw really didn't give me that too much of an idea if it's going to be worse.
Okay, Rob?
Me personally, after experiencing what a final could be like, honestly, I think it's gonna make or break somebody. Some team is gonna fall. I feel because it's too many variables. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
But does
I
it really
know.
make people fall if they get hurt? That's not even a
Yes,
situation.
yes, yes. I'm gonna say yes because it will break you. I'm not gonna lie on that because I've been hurt twice on both of my races. One was with a hand injury. Well, both of them been on hand injury. The first time my hand swelled up, didn't realize it was so swelled up until the middle of the race because it happened at the beginning of the race. The second time, my hand split open towards the end of the race, and I didn't realize it and I didn't feel it because I kept going because the guy was like, you know, your hand bleeding. And I said no, and I looked down. My hand is covered in blood. Just like, okay, I got my glove. But I think we're gonna see the veterans come alive in this final versus the rookies because I saw some mistakes that the rookies made going into it, especially with some of the injuries that occurred. Some was unexpected on both ends, but another one was totally out of nowhere, and I was just like, wow, it just made my jaw
Well, we'll talk
literally
more about
drop.
that.
Yeah, so
100%. So it starts immediately. TJ tells them to be ready. He puts everybody in the car. They got their bags and they all have a trunk that has a lock on it. Right before everybody starts driving, we find out that Tori can't drive stick.
Are we surprised?
Are we judging her or who here can't drive stick?
me.
That can't drive stick?
Mm-mm.
Well, see, I was taught how to drive stick, but I really only had one lesson or two lessons in it. So I would definitely need a refresher course.
Dude,
I mean, but
I was a child when I went into a stick. I never trained on a stick. I've been in one, but I've never been trained on one.
I'll just go to my dad and make him teach me.
So I know how to drive stick, and here goes something, and this person would never let me forget it. So when I first started dating my daughter's mother, she drove a stick, and I didn't have a car. I don't even know how I was still pulling bad light-skinned women with no car. I must have been that guy back in 2007. But she drove a stick, and of course,
This was yesterday.
that's when 2006, 2007. That's when we started messing with each other. So, you know, I wanted to have her car while she was at work. I worked nights. She worked at a bank. And so she was like, yeah, just drop me off at work and just come pick me up when I get off. I was like, okay, can't drive stick. So she actually taught me how to drive stick. And that's how I learned.
You know what's really funny is that makes me think of a joke. I think it was like some more who said it. She's like, you know, you're dickmatized when you let your man drive your car and he ain't got no license. So I know that's not your situation, but that just made me laugh
I
because
did have a license.
Immediately thought of that. Well, you didn't know how to drive stick. That's
Here
the
goes
thing.
the funny thing is, I only got my license right before that. I got my license at 25.
No shit.
Yeah. I didn't need a license.
Why? You were living in the city, weren't you?
Because I had girls to drive me.
Oh, hell no.
I've been driving since I
Here
was
goes something even
16.
funnier. Something even funnier.
My 16th birthday, my dad dragged me out of bed, took me straight to the DMV and got me my license. He's like, you're working, you're driving yourself to work.
So
It took me a couple of times to get my license.
I got it the first time, but I actually had my gun license before I had my driver's license.
That's not a shocker to me. That actually really fits with who you are as a person.
What is that supposed to mean?
He got his Glock on him now.
No,
Listen.
it's not on me. It's in a box.
There you go.
It's in its safe. It's properly secured.
And
no,
it just
Glock. Fits with your personality because I can imagine you. The first thing you did when you became of age is get a gun license. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I have no interest in it, but my friend, very similar personality. You, the first thing you did was get a
Crazy thing is, my sister called me today. She's like, you won't even believe what happened with me. She goes, I turned on the road. Some car was speeding behind me, trying to pass me on the one lane. She ends up cutting me off, like approaches the car, like get out of the car, and said that she got a gun put out on her.
What?
Yeah, my sister is a 4'11".
It
They
was a
live in a
chick.
decent
It was
area.
another chick who did
Yes,
it, or
yes, some big lady.
That's crazy.
someone like me. Woof.
I don't know, but she was like she's like I said, my sister's 4'11". She's like 100 pounds. So I wasn't getting out of the car.
No, keep your happy ass in the car.
That's right.
Hopefully, very soon I get to take her gun shopping. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm considering getting
Get
a gun because I live alone.
You might as well.
Yeah, get a gun. Everybody should have it.
Or something.
I was like, I live alone. I was like, as a woman, I need to. I feel like I need to have one.
Listen,
Yeah, you need
get
one.
as many guns as you
You
can
got no
before
law
Biden
enforcement,
comes
you
and takes your
need one.
guns.
That's right.
Biden ain't taking the guns.
No, it's not Biden. It's gonna be the president after that.
Ain't nobody taking our guns. They're not
Somebody
going to take.
told
They're going to
you
take away
wrong.
semi-automatics.
Okay,
So
Somebody
please don't
told
get an
you wrong.
AK-47 or
We-
whatever they're
Somebody
fucking
told
AR-15 or whatever
you
they're called.
wrong.
We
Somebody
are
told you
getting
wrong.
off track. Let's get back
We
on.
are.
All right. So here goes the funny thing is they had everybody driving in these cars to the first checkpoint. Why didn't they have them race?
No, that would have wore them out. It would have been over with.
A car race?
They would have gotten into a car
You
accident.
talking about car,
Yeah.
okay, car wreck. That would have been fun, but no.
That would've been
You gotta
great.
abide by the law. You gotta abide by the law now.
Put them on a track. Let them race it out. Anyway, I thought that was a missed opportunity. So they grab the bags, 96 hours left. They get to the first checkpoint. The first checkpoint is stationary bikes. They have to ride 100 kilometers. Yes, and I had to Google that. That is 0.62 miles, so a little bit more than half a mile. They got to do 100 kilometers before they set up their tent and call it a night. I was not a huge fan of starting it off like this. You remember when Total Madness started? Great way to bring in an episode. You had everybody lined up to being board on military tanks. They meet up on this foggy field. There's explosions. CJ's in a tank. That's how you bring in a season. And when you start the final, it's like, yeah, hop on these bikes and ride them.
They made it hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it could have been more hilarious. I remember it was done great on Free Agents, but this time around, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it like that. What
I'm
about y'all?
saying the camera women were having a good time.
It felt like an upgraded version of Free Agents, honestly. Because I was like, what is this, Free Agents? I was like, what in the
Well,
world?
that's because they're fresh. They're like fresh and ready to go. And really was just a warm up because they got to go to bed right afterwards. So
I was gonna say this is something you do after when everybody's already exhausted.
exactly.
I don't think that they had the bikes on hard or anything. I think it was
No.
easy stuff.
Yeah. Super easy. But sometimes being on too easy can be a little bit too hard, you know?
Sometimes, but I would say they're getting them ready, priming them for what's to come.
Lulling them into a sense of complacency.
Not like that.
Yeah, but this is a TV show. You got to be visually appealing. And
Oh,
watching everybody
Horacio
on
on that
stationary
bike was
oh my
very
God.
visually appealing.
Yes.
But-
The
wait a minute.
slow-mo and the sweat. You're like, I know what you're doing.
Well, wait a
Thirst
minute.
trapping all over the place.
So soon as Devin took his shirt off, it was pure comedy hour. It's like, you got your shirt off.
I'm not gonna lie, watching Bananas go, next time before you pan from Horacio to me, give me some forewarning so I can suck it in. He's like, I'm not looking like that. Because how old's Horacio? He's like 28?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
He's like 25, 20. He's in his late to mid 20s. And then you have Bananas who's almost like he's in his 40s. So he's like, but like the slow motion and the hair flips and the sweat. And I was like, damn, Horacio, you know what you're doing. You know you're thirst trapping. This is gonna be all over your Instagram later.
Quick gameplay question. Devin decides to take this time to start conserving energy. What do you guys think? Good idea, bad idea? Was this the right time to do it?
To be honest, since I'm gonna give you the competitor side, because I told you I'm giving you the competitor side. Yes, I think he was smart to do that because you want to conserve your energy. Because going in the game like this, especially if you know you got 100 hours, you get an excitement over you, and then you're like, okay, wait a minute, I gotta pace myself because this thing is not one day. This is a thing of 4 days. So by him doing that, that's going to save him that extra energy that he's gonna have in the long run.
And Becky?
I mean, it's a strategy. I mean, I personally would rather go faster to get it over with and go to sleep, because I'm very much on the Horacio and Olivia train. The longer I have to sleep, the better. Last thing you need is for him to show up when you went to bed an hour later because you took your time and he's like, it's 1 a.m. and let's go for a jog, So.
No, 100%. I didn't hate the strategy, but I see where he was getting with that. I think he was onto something there. This is going to be long. Ain't no sense of burning out now. And I think he knows himself and how he's able to compete. I thought Tori would be able to benefit it, but I thought I think she's in the better shape of those two anyway. Tori's in fantastic shape. She looks really, really ready for this. Devin isn't looking too snazzy either. Let's go ahead and move. Oh, before we move on to day 2. Johnny Bananas taking a shit on a tree is just classic fucking Johnny Bananas.
He wasn't going to take a shit. He was doing it for to get his ass out. That's what he wanted to do.
I think he had to take a shit.
Legitimate his morning poop.
That's why I could never do one of these things. Because you know what? When I gotta go, I gotta go. I'm not trying to hear nobody's nothing about anything.
I'm not comfortable squatting in the middle of a forest. Lord knows what's in there. Right. I'm not okay with that. No.
So station 1, we got everybody has to throw 10 bolas onto this ring thing. And for every 2 that you get to take a pint glass. It was really a mug, but I guess it's a pint full. So 10 bolas, they got to throw it. They get to sabotage their team with a bad drink. So very early on, I could see that this is going to be a kind of a carnival game kind of final. Kind of like War of the Worlds 2, only it doesn't look nearly as hot. For the second station, I wasn't really too excited about this one. But a couple of things happened. One, Devin cuts a finals. Haven't we learned about people cutting deals in the finals? Devin cuts a deal with Bananas and Nani. Say, hey, we could just keep throwing this shit back and forth at each other, or we call a truce, get, fucking rookies of the years the fuck up out of here. They agree and they start going in on Olivia and Horacio. Anissa and Jordan are doing about as can be expected, which is pretty shitty. They're trying. And Olivia cuts her hand. So before we get into that, let's talk about Jordan decides to take a little shortcut through the woods. And then Anissa rolls her ankle. Now let me ask you a question. Did Anissa really roll her ankle, or did she just need a reason to have an excuse of why she sucks?
She rolled her ankle because I've seen that, and actually I've seen that out in the way. Because the last time I seen it was the last race I did. I was in the first aid tent with the girl. Her leg was swole up like a golf ball, and that is no joke. So I believe that happened. While them going off course, that's the reason why she rolled on her ankle. And I blame Jordan for that. He shouldn't have went off course. He should have stayed the course, and I think she would have been fine.
I blame Jordan too. It was so great watching the real Jordan come out and watch him slowly fucking fall apart. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. What about you, Becky? What do you think?
I think this is a situation of 2 things can be true. I think she's milking it.
She rolled her ankle and loves the fact that she did.
I mean, let's be honest. It's the same thing that happened when she was doing that elimination with Veronica. And she's, I hurt my ankle. Yet she was able to pull those balls through the floor. I don't know which season it was, but I think it might have been All Stars or something where she was against Veronica. Yeah. And everybody's like, how hurt is your ankle, Anissa? So I think that she did roll it, but I honestly don't think it hurt that bad. I think she needed an excuse to take it at her pace. And she thought that Jordan might be sympathetic, as if she didn't remember that Jordan ran a final with a broken leg.
He was not sympathetic.
Well, not a broken leg, but a fractured or
he was not sympathetic. I'm gonna get on that.
He was fucked up. And he won with a fucked up leg.
All right.
Listen, I hate him, but I have to give him credit where credit's due.
I feel you on that.
As much as it hurts me to do it.
So, any parts from this checkpoint really stick out to you guys? I get that we have to get the throw up shots, whatever, but I fucking hate eating competitions. I don't think they really belong. I know that they've been a part of the challenge for a long time. We do not need them. We don't
No.
need them. I don't need to dry heave in the middle of fucking watching an episode after I get off of work. Get rid of the fucking eating eliminations, or only bring them out every once in a while. If it was,
Can we talk about how the first thing that Tori says is, "Do you think it's vegan?"
Jesus, she was gonna get out of that any way that she could. But also, you know, one thing else that I noticed about the eating competition, you could tell the difference between the vets and the rookies. Horacio and Olivia are drinking that shit. Everybody knows, fill up your mouth, throw that shit up. They don't care if you really swallowed that shit or not. They
Look
just
at what
need
Devin did. Half of this shit was
Exactly.
pouring down the side of his
They just
face.
need the shots of you puking it up. And they were really drinking the shit. I was like, oh God, you could tell they're fucking rookies. They don't know. They don't know you don't really got to drink that shit. Not like that.
I gotta
anyway.
give props to Olivia though. She's like, "Fix my finger. I gotta drink this shit."
Nah, Olivia looks like the
She's like, "We'll
real
do this at
fucking
the
deal.
same time."
Olivia, as great as she did this episode, she really, really made everybody on the show really fall in love with her. She's a great competitor, great attitude, great to look at, and she competes her ass off. And that's all we ask her to challenge. Entertain us and come here and compete. And
She has so much heart. It's just, I can't.
I tell you this, Tori's reign as the challenge queen right now is going to be short. Because
Since when is she the challenge queen?
who else would it be right now?
I don't even think there is a challenge queen right now.
But if you had to give it to somebody, it'd probably go to her. But listen,
I'd probably give it to Nani before I gave it to her.
No, I wouldn't give it to Nani.
Listen, Carver's on her way back. You got Nerese and Olivia right on your ass. Right on your ass. You know Nerese is coming back. You know
I'm
Olivia's
manifesting
coming back.
her becoming a series regular.
God, I hope so. I fucking hope so. So much. But anything else about this daily really stick out to you guys?
I just want to backtrack a minute because when we were talking about the
I said
100-hour
daily.
final.
I'm at checkpoint.
Well, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to backtrack just a little bit and talk about how Horacio was the only one that seemed to be super excited about this whole 100-hour thing.
Yeah, we all knew that wasn't going to last too long.
Well, he still seems stoked for it. Like, I don't think there's a point I've seen him yet where he's not excited for this shit. But
There's
anyway.
a difference between the rookies and the vets. The vets are all know, like, we're in for some shit. Horacio, like, I can't wait to go out there and do my best.
No,
I want to kick some ass.
I'll put it like this, and I told you today is my competitor size, and I get where he's coming from. I've been there, especially after I ran my first race, because you don't know what to expect. Anything is possible. You have to put different scenarios in your head. So I think he was more mentally prepared to do this final than anybody else, even though you got the vets who are superb because they're showing why they're the vets. But I'm also seeing why Horacio is a rookie because I'm like, you're doing too many rookie mistakes and things. But his heart is in the right place. He is a competitor. He's a dog.
Another
more power
series
to him.
regular, please. I am 100%. Down to see
100%. I mean,
him
those
regularly.
guys are obviously rookies of the year and some of the most exciting rookies that we've received in a long time. But moving on to the next checkpoint, the second one, Devin and Tori have a commanding lead. And we get to the next one. This one is going to be 16 tires with all of the eliminated pairs on a tire. They got to carry it one by one. I think they're like a half a mile apiece. So they got to do about 5 trips. It's going to be about 5 miles or so. Or was it a kilometer?
Shout out to Johnny for knowing exactly what was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. He has seen this and he has done this plenty of times. But basically, they got to carry these tires, stack them up. We all seen like this before. It's stamina and a puzzle and memory. Not a lot really went on this one visually. You did see Anissa and Jordan start falling apart just fucking wonderfully. The only thing that really stuck out to me during this part of the final was Jordan. And like I said, I always leave the door open that like, hey, I'm always open for forgiveness, understanding or whatever. This cocksucker talking about, oh, sometimes when I'm in pain, I just use my mind and I just picture the white blood cells healing and it works.
And it heals yourself.
Anissa should have spit in his mouth as soon as he said that. And not the cool Twitter way spitting in your mouth. Just be like, what?
This is not book talk.
Come on,
spit in your mouth.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking douche popsicle. Like, come on. Who did he think that was motivated? It was just so fucking, like, I get it. You're on your fucking whole rehabilitation tour, and this is the new Jordan, and he's super positive, and get the fuck out of here. It annoyed me to an obscene degree.
He knew what he was getting into the minute he had Anissa as a partner. I'm sorry, Jordan. You knew what you were doing. You couldn't switch partners. That was the one you were going to get. So,
and listen, Jordan got his fucking food ate by Mark Long, the OG, the Godfather. And he should have listened. He should have watched, because I believe it was Duel 3. Mark got paired with Anissa, and he was just like, yep, it's over for me. and he was supported. He just accepted third place.
My final's done.
It's done. It's done. We know he knew what time it is. There's no sense of getting mad, no sense to make yourself look like an ass. Just try to be as kind as you can, try to get done as fast as you can, and do what you can. He knew what time it was. And that's how Jordan should have approached this whole final, this whole year. We're gonna beat him, or we're in the final, we're halfway. Nah, fam, come on, man. We know how this is gonna end up, B. We know. You seem to be the only one who knows. You think Anissa has anything in her head that says, oh, we're gonna win this one? No. She knows third place, and then she could talk about how it was such, I am a champion because I won over my own thoughts and shortcomings. We know how this is going to go.
And I never gave up. I have the heart, and I'm proving everybody wrong because I can finish this final.
This is how fucked up we are, because for Devin Simone, that was perfectly acceptable. But I bet you we don't want to hear that shit from Anissa, do we?
It's not. Here, Devin went into this knowing very well what her limitations are. And she never boasted about being anything other than what she was, which is a pageant queen who was lucky to be here and who wasn't going to quit. That's how she approached it.
So real. Devin was just the realest.
She still is. Like, she still is this person. So she hasn't changed. TV is one of those, that's her. Like, I love her. I want to meet her in person because I just want to be like, I am in awe. You are a queen.
I want to meet her and just get in her face and be like, really? Big Easy? That was like...
That's funny.
You said, yeah?
You know what? Personality sometimes wins.
Okay, quick question. Becky, how do you feel about Big Easy's personality?
Oh, you didn't like him?
Listen. I have a bad story about him from when he was, I think it was Nashville he was in, right?
Yes.
Like
I eviscerated him on Twitter like a couple of weeks right before that too.
He just oozes disgusting fuckboy. And he's not even cute. Like, you're not even a decent fuckboy.
That's
like,
funny.
Okay.
Like, period. Like, you have nothing to be a fuckboy. Okay. He's like, oh, well, would you not tell people that he hooked up with me, being that I was on a TV show? Would you brag about hooking up with me? No. Nobody's gonna brag. People are gonna be like, who, Big Easy? I was drunk. Shit happens. Wait, but no, nobody's bragging about hooking up with Big Easy.
Did you guys hook up in Nashville?
No.
Who you hook up with in Nashville?
I can prove it. I was with Mary. I was staying in Mary's house.
Okay.
I hooked up.
I know for a fact nobody got hooked. I hooked up with nobody.
I hooked up
in Nashville.
Wanna know with who?
Oh.
Huh?
Wanna know who I hooked up with in Nashville?
Oh.
My girl.
Your girl that you were with?
I was going to say.
Wait, you went there with your girl at the time.
Yeah, he was with us, a girl at the time. I remember that. Everybody.
See, Rob was too much of a punk.
I wasn't no punk. I was the only one with the St. Louis Blues stuff up in there, man. So y'all didn't.
What did I wear?
Mess with me.
I wore my Adidas tracksuit.
Together.
I don't even know what I was wearing.
Looking like an old Russian gangster. All right. So let's move on to checkpoint 3. Checkpoint 3, I did not like. I did not like it.
Oh,
it's a slingshot thing. Yes. Now, Devin and Tori gets there first, and they clear that shit. They clear that shit
Here
almost
comes
immediately.
the rigging rumors.
Nah, Devin already shown that he knows how this thing works.
Well, that's what the thing. They were going to say that they did this specifically to help him win.
They clear that shit. They decide to sabotage Olivia and Horacio.
Even though Horacio and Olivia have the fucked up finger.
But I still thought it was a good idea because if you sabotage them, you're really making this into a 2-team game. And that's going to be that's going to be Devin and Tori versus Bananas and Nani. And they have the lead. So, but we already know how these things go. They clear that shit, knock it out. And I love that they went after them because
2.5 seconds.
Yeah, and they were out. Bananas gets up there, and him and Nani are starting to fall apart too. Bananas seems to think that this is a good time to start being annoying. Like, I thought that was a huge misstep for him.
He's been annoying since the bikes. He tried to towel whip her with his sweaty shirt.
But he sees how serious she's taking this, and maybe it's now not the time. She just wants to know and be secure in the fact that he's taking this as serious as she is.
I mean, I don't think this is how Johnny is, though. He's the class clown.
No, we have not seen this in
could not read the room.
Final. We have not seen this in the final. Name me the one final that he's act like this. Name me one final that he's act like this. Out of his 7 ones, those 7 ones.
I mean, I don't know. I just see it as his personality. He's a joker.
Nah, think about how serious he was in Rivals 3. He was dead ass serious that whole time.
Because he wanted to steal Sarah's money.
That's what they should have done. Hey, Johnny, winner gets to steal the money again.
I love that they had that whole conversation in the house,
nobody would stand a chance.
Where Nani's like, I'm going to fucking kill you if you steal money from me.
You know what? I think Nani would steal the money from Bananas, though.
I think she would.
Nani seems more locked in than Bananas. I think Bananas is on a cruise control for some reason.
Yeah.
Because he got 7 in these things, man.
Exactly.
Come on now.
He's just here for a good time.
No, I think he wants the money, but at the same time, it's just not that serious to him. You know what I mean?
Because he's been in it so many times.
Now, they struggle, they're falling apart, but now here goes the big kicker part. Olivia and Horacio make it up. Olivia's already hurt because she banged up her finger. She already got that patched up. I don't even really know how this happened. I played it several times in slow motion. It was fucking brutal. Takes the golf ball from the slingshot, the shit goes out, comes right back into her fucking face. And there is blood.
Flipped.
There is a lot of blood. She got smacked hard. They take her to the EMT. You know, she's just like, yo, stitch your shit up so I can go. She's apologizing. Like, she's sitting there holding her face bleeding, and she's apologizing to Horacio because I think she already knows that just from the sheer amount of blood, I mean, that's a significant amount of blood loss. She's not going to die, but you can't run and do physical shit after that. The ambulance takes her away. TJ turns to Horacio, says, hey, I told you before, you know, you live and die by your ride or die. And they've been eliminated. Horacio breaks down in tears, and I feel for him because I would give Horacio a decent shot at the number 2 spot. And it's not outside of the realm of possibility that they pull this off. And it's really a fucked up way to see them go.
He looked like he's like, I think he would have been fine if they said, you can do it, but you're not going to win any money. You know
I think so too. And Olivia showed that she was with the shits. They are the standout rookies of the year. They did an amazing job. They were performing well. A little bit behind, but we're on day 1 of a 4-day final. That's going to shake up several times.
I literally started to tear up. And I don't get upset by these shows.
Right.
But watching the devastation on his face, it was heartbreaking.
All that hard work.
And he was just so like, she's like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, I don't care. I'm worried about you. He's like, I don't want you. I'm worried that you're really hurt. Like, I don't care about this shit. I care about you. Fuck money.
Shows you the kind of guy that he is. And
genuine.
And we already knew. Genuine guy, stand-up guy, very, very likable, great competitor. I mean, I put out a tweet a couple weeks ago that says, you know, Horacio is the threat that Fessel, wishes he would be. And he's proven that through and throughout. He is going to be a fucking problem.
He is.
The Jordan CTs and bananas, got to keep an eye on them. You better make friends with this fucker quick. He's going to be a problem.
And what about this whole thing where Fessel put out there that he's in the top 10 of competitors?
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
If you don't agree, you're a hater.
But let's put a plug in that because I'm going to get into that because there's a whole lot of other shit that went into it because everybody responded to it and I thought it was great. But let's sum it up right now. Rob, how do you feel about the way Olivia and Horacio left the game and how do you feel about how this season went?
I think I'm gonna go with the season first because I'm gonna say something that's going to. I need a second. They had an excellent season. They were a threat going into the game. I don't know if they would have won it, even if she didn't get hurt, but they had a strong possibility. They are some straight dogs. They are going to be a dangerous duo for future seasons. So you better watch out because I already been following Horacio. He's already been to a Spartan race. So when his next time he come back, oh, you best believe it's gonna be lights, camera, and action. He's gonna show up. Now I'm gonna talk about this incident. When it happened, I'm still at like, what the heck just happened? Why am I seeing all this blood come from her head? I'm just like, what in the world? First off, I want to slap MTV for letting something like this happen. It's dangerous. Somebody can literally almost lose their life and shoot their eye out. Why would you do something like this? Number one.
Some
Number
goggles would have
two,
been nice.
right, goggles are something that protect her because I'm like, what? She is literally bleeding from the head. I'm like, if this is me, I'm done. It ain't no in between. Yes, I want to continue on, but now I'm thinking about my health and my safety at this point because I'm scared of because this is almost a life and death type of thing because it's too much blood she losing. Number one, but
she's
overall,
so cute. Is it still straight?
Yeah, right. But I'm gonna say this: I didn't cry because of the fact that I'm a competitor. They competitors. They gonna come back. This is gonna eat at them until they come back because this is what competitors do. Because it's like, okay, I made my mistakes on the first go round. I'm ready to go for the second go round. Best believe the training has already begun and they're getting ready for their next return. So I look forward to these two coming back and seeing what force they're gonna bring to the challenge.
Their season went amazing. Like I'm telling you, I could have seen them winning if they had just played everything, right. Obviously, they made a few mistakes, but I think that at the end, like you said, is a 4-day final. There could have been anything down the road that could have put them up front and had them, beat the crap out of everybody. I wanted them to win so badly because they played with so much integrity. They played with their hearts, and these are the people I want to watch the show for. The pure competitor who's really not who has drama, but it's legit drama. It's real life drama, and you root for them. You want them to win. Like it's heartbreaking for me. They rookies of the year, rookies of the century. I don't know if we're gonna get rookies like these ever again. But I'm hoping that they're mainstays. I am a stan. I will go back to Twitter for these people. Like that's how much I love them. And I don't even like Twitter.
So for me, the way they went out, okay, injuries happened, shit happened. There was a lot of blood. I love seeing how compassionate Horacio was and love seeing how fierce Olivia was. But these kind of things happen. It sucks. I feel you, Rob. A little bit of safety, goggles alone probably would keep her in the game. But also in MTV's defense a little bit, something like that happening to that extent is not unforeseeable, but risk mitigation it's probably pretty low that something like that would happen to this.
If her finger wasn't messed up, it wouldn't have happened.
True, but also
I don't know.
the chance of this happening is
couldn't
probably
hold it
pretty
right.
low.
That's what it was.
But that's
It
the
was
point of having
twisted.
safety. You know what I mean? Safety first, and that should have been taken care of. For their season, we don't see rookies like this. Now they came in, they competed, they're fierce. The energy around them was almost 100% purely positive. They got into some drama, but none really directly involving them, at least not to the degree of a whole bunch of negativity. They are well liked, they are young, they are good looking, and they're going to be a problem for a lot of our faves going forward. I think we are going to see a lot of Olivia and Horacio. I think we're going to get them like we were getting fucking Rogan and Joss and Kyle. I see them.
Besties.
Yeah, I see them coming on and kicking a whole lot of ass. Also, they probably should date. They're a great looking couple. I don't think
They would
she's
have
bad
such
enough.
pretty babies.
I don't think Horacio's bad enough for her. I think she needs somebody who's, a little bit more dangerous. Not that he's not dangerous in a physical sense, but you know what I mean.
She needs a little bit more of a bad boy.
Yeah, he's a little bit too much of a good boy.
Girls want him. She needs a little bit more grit.
Listen,
like
girls want guys like him when they're 33 and already got somebody else's kid. That's when the Horacios become more attractive. Ladies missing out, grab them nice and early.
I'm in my 30s. I was like a prepackaged Horacio in my life. Thank you.
God, the thirst. That is going to do it for today's episode.
He took over for my turbo. You remember how thirsty I was for turbo.
Yes. That's going to do it for us. Day one of the final. Let's go ahead and give it a ranking, 1 to 5 stars. What do you guys put it at?
I'm going to give it a 4. I believe it was solid. It had good drama. You know what? I'm actually going to boost it up to 4.5 because the heartache at the end of watching Olivia have to get carted off after she was begging, just patch me up, put something on it. I'm going to go. And it was a never say die situation. And she was talking about how proud her dad was going to be. And I know dad's proud too. So absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to get a 4.5 just for Horacio and Olivia, and watching Jordan slowly start his decline. I am ready to see the full-blown Jordan and Anissa rail into him.
Okay.
I'm a competitor. I said 5. I enjoyed every minute of it. To see the final, the opening act with the bike ride, with the what is it called? The building, the what is it called? From the tower to everything. I enjoyed it because I am a competitor. I'm enjoying seeing what the final is bringing. I can't wait till this second part. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot to say. I can't wait.
Okay, so we got a 4.5
and a 5.
Oh, no, a 5. No, a 4.5 and a 5. Right?
Yes.
You are both completely wrong. And I don't know what kind of crack you guys have. You guys got some of the best crack this side of the Mississippi. You're bugging. I give this episode a 2.5.
What?
Wow.
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
Wow.
That's super low.
Yeah, it is super low. Because this was super low. This was not even entertaining. Let me ask you a question. What is entertaining about the partnership of Jordan and Anissa?
Watching Jordan
nothing.
have a mental breakdown.
Jordan slowly unraveling from Mr. Cool, supportive, non-racist Jordan is just about it. That's not entertaining.
I already had counted them out already. You know, coming in.
They're still in this episode, so they're still getting ranked. They are terrible. Checkpoint 1, let's ride stationary bikes and be moderately funny. It would have been greater if, in reality, they probably should have extended that and just let us watch fucking Johnny and Devin riffing on everybody. That probably would have been a lot more entertaining. Anyway,
or 30 minutes of Horacio sweating.
Yeah, that shit was whack. Like I said, eating
Thirst
challenges.
like a motherfucker.
I'm not a fan of the eating challenges. We don't need it. We don't need it. It's gross to watch. I don't like dry heaving in the middle of an episode. Fuck out of here. Devin and Tori, it was cool. Their strategizing was cool, but okay. The most entertaining thing was also the most saddening, the most sad thing we had to deal with, and that was Olivia's injury. And if that is the highlight of your episode, probably not a whole lot of episodes. There's a lot of think about when they were doing all the carnival games and all the carnival games and War of the Worlds. Wasn't it interesting to watch, especially with the death loop? You were able to cut in between. People are doing different things at different times. That was interesting. It was good to look at. It was well directed. It was great. Do you feel that here now? No.
I'm sorry. I'm just probably it's going to go all downhill from here. Now that Horacio and Olivia are gone for me.
For me, I think it is going to get a lot better. I think we're going to. I think it's going to get a lot better from here. I mean, we got 3 scores of vets going in. They all want it really bad. It is going to get fucking brutal out there. And guess what? No fluff newcomers are coming along. I mean, think about it. Devin and Tori are the newest people in this final. These are all challenge vets. When it's all said and done, all of the Big Brother people, all of the Survivor people, all that shit the fuck up out of here. What do you got? Some hardcore fucking challenges. It's only going to get better. And
it is actually interesting that the only people who weren't on the OG show were Olivia and Horacio. There's no.
Well, Devin and Tori are from.
I still count them.
Yeah, because it's okay to count them now, and they've been doing this for a while. Remember, Devin
I count them because they're an MTV show.
Yeah, I get it. Can't knock it. That's gonna do it for today's episode. It was a great episode. Apparently, allegedly, according to some people, like I don't know where the fuck they got that shit from. That's wild to me that y'all gave it fucking 4 stars and 5 stars.
Hey,
honestly, it's all Olivia and Horacio for me.
Yeah, I'm not rating it off of no MTV bull crap. I'm rating it off of competitive side. I told you, this is the competitive side of me.
Yes,
I'm a motherfucking competitor.
Yeah, I get it. You told us 6 times. Anyway, make sure you guys listen to after the outro because we're going to talk about some All-Stars 4 rumors and spoilers. This is your official spoiler warning. Once again, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LWC Podcast. Follow us on Facebook and TikTok at Love War Challenges. Make sure you copy your official Love War Challenges gear at shop.lwcpodcast.com. And our website is lwcpodcast.com. And make sure you listen to Love War Challenges podcast on Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, or your favorite podcast app, or wherever the fuck you get them from. Once again, I am MTV Malik. He is Robert Stewart Jr. She is Becky at Gift Master Bex. This is Love War Challenges. Good night.
Anyway.
Spoiler alert. We're going to talk about All-Stars 4. There's going to be rumors. There's going to be spoilers. This is your alert. Yada, yada, yada. Right here, one fucking person on YouTube or Twitter start bitching about we ruined All-Stars 4 for y'all while we're still filming. I'm going to go to whatever Challenge Mania you're going to, and I'm going to fucking ring your bell. I don't want to hear none of your mouths about why did this happen. Let's talk about the first thing. One, Cara's back. Amazing.
Praise
but
the
apparently,
Lord.
Leroy and Cam has turned on her. And let me tell you something.
Turned their backs on her.
Not surprised at all. Ugh. Leroy and Cam are going for the win.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to get in the way. Just like Leroy's last season. I'm not playing nobody's game but my own.
Right.
And I think that's totally okay. Because guess what? They may be back for this season, but they may not be back.
But here's the thing, though. Here's my thoughts on that, though. Is she aware? Is she really that upset? Because maybe they sat down with her and was like, listen, we're not going to work with you this season.
No, because apparently they were cordial in the beginning. But remember, Cara picked Kyle over Leroy.
Right.
But that was a long ass time ago.
I wouldn't have forgotten that shit.
That comes back on you just like the whole Sarah thing. A lot of people don't realize that was from Battle of the Exes too. I was not surprised when Johnny took the money. I was the only one that said I wouldn't be surprised if he split the money.
The Sarah and Johnny thing happened almost back to back. It was really,
but it
was still
matter.
Recent.
Don't matter.
So it was still fresh. This was like 11, 15 billion seasons ago.
I would never forget that.
Listen. You're never going to forget that. This is a competition show. You never going to forget who stabbed you in the back. in the past.
But
That's
Cara
not gonna go
protect them
away.
all the way through World of Worlds
I
too.
wouldn't
Don't
say
matter.
Cara stabbed him in the back. I just want to get it. But also,
Once.
You don't do that. You
look how
can't
they're
do
playing the
that.
game. They're
But
playing
she
the
literally
game.
got them to the final of War of the Worlds too.
They are playing for keeps. Anybody who looks like they go to get, I'm just saying, I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong. I'm saying I'm not surprised. They are playing for keeps.
Somebody played a clip of her from one of her seasons saying that anybody who won need to go. Because basically she's very similar to what Devin said. She's like, we want new winners. We want, these
she wants to
people
win. She
who
wants to be a champ. I'm not knocking that.
She wants a new champ. And I actually legitimately think that she, as much as she wants to win, because we know she does, that she would just be happy if it's a new champ.
Listen, if Cara is looking like she might get in the way of Cam bringing one home, I'm not surprised they turned on her.
Dude, did you hear who she won against?
Oh.
Rachel.
Okay.
Robinson.
That's not no surprise. That's
Listen,
not no surprise.
I like Rachel.
Have you seen Rachel Robinson?
Listen,
She's
yes,
fucking
I've seen
scary.
her.
Listen, I like Rachel.
Do you know
Rachel's
who
a
you
beast.
talking about? Do I kind of remind you? Don't get me started with Cara, please.
Listen, Rachel is one of the most overrated challengers there is. I'm not saying she's not good.
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying she's not a beast. I'm not saying she's not strong. I'm not saying she's not fierce. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying
she was the Laurel of her time.
Almost any one of these female challengers could get in there and rock her shit.
I don't know.
I know.
I guess we'll see. From what we heard, it was a blowout.
Where y'all finding this information at? Because I don't see this.
Venmo.
And Twitter.
Okay, yeah, I've been looking
And
up
Jay,
Venmo.
Jay Challenge, or what his name is.
There's some place. There's a place where you can get all this stuff. It's called the internet. Try it.
I don't even see that part where y'all talk about the whole Cara thing. I'm just seeing the people who've been eliminated.
That was on Twitter.
Go to. They have a whole discussion thread right next to their elimination thread. The elimination thread's always separate, but I know, and also Jay Challenge is posting about it. He posted that in the beginning, Laurel, Cara, and Cam were all getting along, at least cordial. And according to what is also being said, is after Cam stabbed Cara in the back, Laurel was comforting Cara. So maybe their friendship might be rekindled.
I'm not sure how big. I'm not sure how big of this thing is if they turned on her. I mean, it may not be a serious turn. It'd just be like, hey, we can't work with you this season. We gotta,
well, they probably voted her in. If the way it sounds is that they voted her in.
Cara's still here, so.
Well, again, Cara is an elimination beast.
Yes,
she may not win all the dailies, but she'll rock your ass in an elimination.
So what are they talking about? Tony being disqualified. What was he disqualified for?
So apparently it might have been something medical or something like that.
Oh no, he broke another shit. Didn't he get disqualified? What was it?
Yeah, he's been disqualified before.
Bloodlines.
It was either Bloodlines or one of the. I think didn't he get hurt during the first trilogy, sometime in there?
No, the only one I know of is when he had to go. It's when he went green and he busted something. I think it was a spleen.
Yeah, busted his back or some shit. So the other thing is Janelle went home after getting a fight with Ayanna.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I hear Ayanna is getting into it with a lot of people. She and Cam got into it, which apparently brought Leroy and Brandon into the fight against her.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Brandon gone too.
Brandon got eliminated, and I heard it was right before his elimination. So,
yep, you never want to make yourself a target in the house.
And right we're talking about there's going to be only one winner, allegedly, male or not a male and a female winner, but only one winner.
It's like 250,000.
Come on, you got to do a male and female winner. It's just
it's not a lot of.
That's
money
what Jay said. Jay said there's only going to be one winner, but we'll see about that. We'll see if that's true.
They are going to lose a lot of people over that. A lot of people are going to say it might not be worth my time to go up there for 5 weeks and not win.
Well, I mean, it's a very short season.
Still.
I think it depends on your dedication. I know Cara probably do it because Cara she wants.
And she got it like that.
She does. Well,
I mean,
she make that money though.
She cool. She
got that money though.
That's why
her and Paulie's still raking in cash.
Right. That's why they don't even do too many shows no more.
So apparently they may not even show all of it because apparently it was a big fight that involved race and politics and
No, they need to show that shit. I want to see that.
exactly. We're
But
not
wait.
babies. We get it.
Yes.
Why are we on
Ayana,
the backtrack?
Ayana, and what?
I almost
What?
went up.
What do you mean they're going to talk about race? They're both
now,
they're both black.
I can see some arguments happening, but I can't wait to
Well,
see
shit.
that.
Okay, which one's the Republican in the group?
It's always a Republican in a group. That's not no surprise. There.
Between Ayana, Cam, Leroy, and Brandon? Like, that's...
Neither, I don't think neither one of them
I don't know.
Republican.
I mean, we don't know the nature of the fight.
I've talked to Brandon for a long period of time.
Brandon seems cool as shit. I always like Brandon. Brandon's
Oh
always been a
God, I
fan
love
favorite who's
him.
always gotten the short end of the
cool.
stick.
We talked for like 3 hours, dude. I mean, we talked about everything, and we talked about the car. We talked about
Had your legs in the air, just twirling the phone. Oh,
it's always a hater in one group, and that's you, Malik.
You're my favorite competitor, Brandon.
Nobody ever calls me a hater, though. Even though I do.
You are a hater, though.
I hate
real.
most things. Yeah,
because I'm still jealous of Cara on the show. That's the one person I.
Oh, see, that's how messed up you are that your internet's cracking on you.
Listen, if you want Cara on the show, all you got to do is ask her. She's been on here twice.
Do you know how many times I'd have asked her and she ain't never replied back?
Well, also, you're not me. You see this?
She's been on our show twice.
I know y'all. She's been on the show. I listened to both episodes.
You know what? Maybe we should start doing interviews again.
Yeah.
I was joking. I don't
want to do it either.
Don't want to do it.
Well, what about dude from Last Challenge Mina in Chicago? Didn't he want to come on the show?
You didn't even remember his name.
Ooh, did that on purpose. Theo.
I didn't say he wanted to come, but he just...
That's the dude that got that quit in the last...
Yes, he wouldn't jump with the balls. Yeah,
they gave him a raw deal, man.
But you know what? Listen, he's a cool guy. I talked to him for about...
cool.
You're not meeting my mom.
No comment.
No comment
at all. Because we're classy. Anyway, that's going to do it for us once again. I am MTV Malik. He is Robert Stewart Jr. She is somebody who has just got on my shit list. Becky at Gift Master Bex. This is Love Ward Challenges.
Just call me Messy Becky.
Definitely Messy Becky.
Good night.
All right.
Listen, there's a reason why I got into fights on Twitter. It's because I'm messy.
Who did you ever get in a fight with on Twitter?
Well, I